What if I told you that just a 1% improvement every day could transform your entire life? No drastic overhauls. No overwhelming goals. Just small, simple steps forward. It sounds almost too easy, right? But this is precisely how great masters, monks, and even the Buddha himself cultivated wisdom and enlightenment. Imagine compounding peace, discipline, and mindfulness little by little, until one day you wake up as a completely transformed person. This idea is not just theoretical, it has shaped the lives of millions of spiritual seekers, scholars, and successful individuals throughout history. In this video, we will uncover 7 powerful Buddhist lessons that prove why gradual progress isn't just effective. It's life-changing. Stay with me until the end, and you'll see the hidden power of small, daily actions like never before. One of the greatest misconceptions about personal growth is that meaningful change requires big, bold actions. Society tells us that success comes from grand gestures, overnight transformations, massive lifestyle shifts, and monumental achievements. But Buddhism teaches us something radically different. True progress is made through consistent, small steps. Imagine a cup filled with muddy water. If you try to remove all the dirt at once, you'll likely spill the water and make a mess. But if you slowly add clean water little by little, the dirt gradually washes away, leaving behind a pure and clear liquid. The same is true for personal transformation. If you try to change everything in your life overnight, adopting a perfect diet, exercising every day, meditating for hours, it becomes overwhelming and you're more likely to give up. But if you focus on small daily improvements, such as drinking one more glass of water, taking a short walk, or practicing just a few minutes of meditation, these changes will compound over time. Buddhism emphasizes patience and persistence. The Buddha himself didn't attain enlightenment in a day. He spent years practicing, refining his understanding, and making gradual improvements in his thoughts and actions. If he had given up because progress seemed too slow, his wisdom would have never transformed the world. Many people believe that identity is something fixed. You are either disciplined or you're not. You are either successful or you're not. You are either peaceful or you're not. But Buddhism teaches that identity is not static. It is something that is built and reinforced through daily actions. Think about a sculptor carving a statue from a block of stone. With each small chisel, the rough edges are refined, and over time, the form begins to take shape. The sculptor does not see immediate results, but with consistent effort, the masterpiece emerges. Your identity is shaped the same way. If you meditate for just 5 minutes today, you may not see yourself as a meditator yet. But if you do it every day, even for a short time, you begin to embody that identity. The same applies to any trait: patience, discipline, kindness, wisdom. Instead of trying to completely change who you are overnight, focus on small wins. If you respond with calmness in a stressful moment, you reinforce the identity of someone who remains composed under pressure. If you choose to be kind to someone who frustrates you, you are training yourself to be a more compassionate person. The lesson here is simple. Who you become is determined by what you repeatedly do. Every small action is a vote for the person you want to be. In Buddhism, the mind is often compared to a garden. If you plant good seeds, kindness, patience, mindfulness, your life will blossom with peace and happiness. If you allow weeds, anger, negativity, bad habits to take root, they will overtake everything. The key to a fulfilling life lies in what you cultivate every day. Your habits are the seeds of your future. The Buddha taught that our thoughts and actions, repeated over time, shape our destiny. Consider the example of a person who wants to become more disciplined. If they try to force themselves into a strict routine overnight, they will likely fail. But if they start small, waking up just 5 minutes earlier, writing down their goals, practicing self-control in minor situations, they will build the habit of discipline effortlessly over time. The secret to success is not in grand resolutions, but in the small daily habits that accumulate over months and years. Just like a tree grows slowly but steadily, your success is built one habit at a time. The principle of marginal gains emphasizes the power of small, incremental improvements. At first glance, improving by just 1% each day may seem insignificant, but over time, these tiny changes compound, leading to extraordinary results. In Buddhism, this concept aligns with the path of gradual enlightenment, where small, mindful actions and consistent effort lead to profound inner transformation. We often assume that success, wisdom, or happiness comes from one grand breakthrough. But this is rarely the case. In reality, lasting growth happens little by little. Just as a tree doesn't grow tall overnight, but instead strengthens its roots and branches steadily over the years, human transformation follows the same principle. The Buddha himself didn't achieve enlightenment in an instant. He dedicated years to refining his thoughts, mastering his emotions, and deepening his understanding through small daily practices of mindfulness and meditation. To understand how marginal gains work, imagine a musician who wants to learn to play the piano. If they sit down on the first day and attempt to play an entire song perfectly, they will likely become frustrated and feel like a failure. Their fingers won't move fast enough. They will hit the wrong notes, and they may even convince themselves that they are not talented. But if they commit to just 1% improvement each day, learning a few notes, strengthening their hand coordination, practicing basic melodies, they will make slow but steady progress. A month later, they will be playing full songs. A year later, they might be performing with ease. The key is consistency, not intensity. One of the biggest obstacles to progress is the belief that we must be perfect from the start. Many people hesitate to begin new habits, start projects, or pursue their goals because they are afraid of making mistakes. But Buddhism teaches that attachment to perfection leads to suffering. The more we focus on achieving an ideal outcome, the more we set ourselves up for frustration and disappointment. No one masters a skill, gains wisdom, or achieves success overnight. Even the most accomplished individuals, great artists, spiritual leaders, skilled athletes, started as beginners. The changes you make today may seem small, but over months and years, they will lead to a transformation beyond what you can imagine. If you stay committed to just 1% improvement every day, time will become your greatest ally, and your success will become inevitable. Every great transformation begins with a single, small step. Embrace the power of small daily improvements, and you align with the timeless wisdom of Buddhism. Patience, presence, and mindful effort lead to profound change. Which of these lessons resonated with you the most? Let me know in the comments below. If you found value in this video, consider subscribing for more insights on wisdom, mindfulness, and personal growth.